Happy Tuesday, friends. Well, friends, someone once said that 99% of failures come from people who are in the habit of making excuses. Yet here's the thing. You can have excuses or you can have results. The thing is, you can't have both. You can make excuses for your own life, or you can make improvements in your own life. You can't do both. If you want to change the world, there's no excuse for being full of excuses. Because excuses will rob you of your destiny. In Luke chapter 14, Jesus tells us a parable about a man, a master, who prepared a great banquet, a great feast. And the parable tells us that this man sent out many invitations to many people. And when the feast was ready, the master sent his servants to bring in the guests. Now listen to what happens in verse 17. The scripture says, when the banquet was ready, the master sent a servant to tell the guests, "Come, the banquet is ready." But they all began making excuses. One of them said, "I've just bought a field and must inspect it. Please excuse me." Another one said, "I've just bought 5 pairs of oxen and I want to try them out. Please excuse me." And so the parable ends this way in verse 24. And this is what the master had to say to all of those people who were so full of excuses. He said this, "For none of those that I first invited will get even the smallest taste of my banquet." Those people who were so full of excuses, they missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime. Why? Because excuses will get you to miss out on great opportunities. Excuses will rob you of your destiny. Why do I say that? Because what I've come to realize is that our excuses, they simply give us permission to settle for less than God's very best for our lives. So stop making excuses. Stop making excuses to not do the things that God is specifically calling you to do. And so instead of making excuses, start making choices. Start making God choices. Choose to believe that you can do whatever God says you can do in His Word. Friends, choose to believe that you can be whatever God says you can be in His Word. You are the one. This is the place. Now is the time. It's time. It's time to start saying goodbye to your excuses. Friends, you can do it. Always cheering for you. Bye-bye.